Well, we might be going live here pretty quick. Here we are. We're starting. I think maybe. I think we're live.
We're live.
I think we did it.
We did it.
It was a little stressful for the last 10 minutes.
I'm telling you, folks, the behind the scenes, it's like Houston in 1969 with the moon landing, watching Mike working this stuff.
Woo.
And but Jeff, cool as a cucumber, just sits back there, nods every once in a while. I said, "Hey, we made it.
You just gotta let him do it.
You know, he'll get there.
He'll get there.
Somebody will get there.
It'll happen. I'll roll over when it's time. Hang on."
Oh shoot!
I can't believe it's
good.
late August already. What in the world happened to this summer?
I know it's been crazy fast. Yes, not nearly as fun train watching trips as what I should have had. Had one, so
Pennsylvania,
pretty awesome. Well, yeah, and California. So I had two. So two this year.
Because everybody's just back. I posted that earlier on Facebook to check in, find out how everybody enjoyed California. So
yes,
how was that
trip? Was good. Trip was good. Show was good. Right. I know there was a lot of challenges for the NMRA there at the show, but they turned out a good product. So the layouts that were there too.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
really
awesome.
nice.
And one of the most interesting things to me, there was 6 layouts.
Yep.
Only one of the 6 was HO scale.
What?
I know. That surprised the heck out of me.
Were you at that meeting? Did you vote on these?
I might have. I was like, HO needs to be at the bottom, but no.
Oh man.
But it was really cool to see. There's an S scale.
Yep.
Really?
Oh wow. Scale, a Z scale modular layout as big as most HO layouts you see around here.
So, impressive.
Yeah, I didn't have time to picture it, but they had a port scene that it was just amazing.
Huh. Wow.
They did. Yeah. A Z scale port scene. So the big cranes in the boat. And it was pretty cool.
I mean, you do some amazing stuff when you think about the size and something like that, where you want to have big cranes and ships and everything that, you could really do it at that size. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. It was neat to see different scales like that. So met a lot of different guys that modeled in different scales, and it's different than out here, right? Yeah. Every show you go to, it's HO and N. So that's what you see.
And you guys don't, I mean, in the regular kind of path of shows you do, you head east pretty good a lot, but I can't remember, like California or the West Coast. It's really not on your usual radar, isn't it? Kind of more like to Salt Lake or New Mexico.
Yep, Ogden and New Mexico, and then Evans and Wyoming.
Yeah,
right. That's kind of the western boundary we go, and it's hard to get the trailer up and over all those mountains, right? It takes a lot,
and it's a slog. It's 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, to get to the next city, right? So,
and the Evanston show just happened too, not that long ago, right? I did it. It's been
right before, and it was excellent. Mom and Dad had a good time, and
a lot of good customers there.
Enjoyed that trip, part of the trip, and do I share the?
Well, we had a little craziness. I guess Mom and Dad did. So in Vegas,
Mike in Vegas. Wait a minute. I think what happens in Vegas, they say stays in Vegas.
Okay.
Well, this thing.
But tell me.
It can't stay in Vegas. So.
But yeah.
No, we were in the. So Mike and I and our families were in the Grand Canyon at the time, but we got a phone call and they had a hit and run accident there in Las Vegas, and it didn't necessarily total the truck, but it put it out of commission. So they bought a new pickup.
Yeah, Spring Creek ended up with a new truck. So all around product. So yeah, so they had an adventure there in Vegas. So
was that
anyway
coming back from California?
No,
to
California.
Oh wow!
Okay. So luckily they were coming down to meet us in Tehachapi. So we had an extra couple days there that we were going to do fun stuff, but so it didn't impact like getting to the show or anything. It just, trading one truck in for a new truck.
Yeah.
Which, there's always challenges to that. So
yeah, really. Wow.
Yeah. But so now we're going to be a little incognito for a while until everybody figures out what our new truck looks like. So I was telling Mom, I don't know if we'll pull this off, but I think we should get some custom plates for it. So I don't know.
Oh,
So,
that'd be cool. Yeah.
so
What color is it? Is it like white that you could put a wrap on it or something?
we should, I don't know.
You know, the Spring Creek
Battleship gray, like
Yeah,
Jeff likes to
I
call it.
like to call it Battleship Gray.
put the
So
Nebraska red outline and Spring Creek logo on the doors. That'd be cool.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can pull that off with.
I'd like to do that to the trailer.
Yeah, the trailer would be cool to have that. But.
So after that hiccup, you get out to California. How was Tehachapi?
Oh, it was my first time, and it was awesome. Our timing couldn't have been any better. So here's one of the crazy photos that the wife took while I was cruising down the mountain.
Wow.
But then we get up to the new scenic overlook, and we had 4 uphills in a row. So that was a lot of fun.
Wow, cool. See any rattlesnakes? I always hear rattlesnakes and tarantulas out there or something.
No, they have a really nice little overlook spot now to keep you off the private property.
Oh,
and
that's neat.
It was nice. They had a parking spot, and you go over there. It was paved, so you weren't walking in dirt or mud or weeds, and it was really nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. So we wore out that Pentrex video from the 80s or whatever, watching that. And so yeah, getting up to the loop, right? That's the first stop. And then we made it down to like Tunnel 7 where they did the bypass, during the earthquake. So we got back in and around and could see that. So I had my minivan out there off-roading to get back there to show everybody. So it was a good time. So
that's very cool. Very cool. And it was Long Beach? Is that where the NMRA was? So did you go to Disneyland or Universal or no pictures with the Mickey Mouse ear hats?
No. We did Hollywood though. Our 2 teenage daughters wanted to see Hollywood, so we did a Hollywood tour and stuff, and so that was fun. And then it was work after that, right? I mean, it's all day, all day setup, and then 3 days of talking and and going through all that. I was telling my wife, it amazes me how tired I get just standing around and talking about trains all day. So I think it's the standing part that gets me.
They get you? I hear that. I hear that.
But no, so we had a really good crowd Friday and Saturday.
That was awesome.
Even Sunday. Sunday, I mean, there's a lot of families that came through, which was awesome. And I think us in the booth next to us sold every starter set that we brought with us.
Oh, that's cool. Wow.
So that was exciting. So,
and you guys, I saw the pictures you gave from what event? You had the Bachman set and the Walther set. I saw pictures. If you go on Spring Creek's Facebook, you can see the giveaway shots of the.
Oh my goodness, those boys, when they showed up, they were so excited. They were so excited. So that was pretty awesome. We like doing that. I mean, that's something. I know we talk a lot. Mom and Dad talk about it too. Just seeing that and seeing the faces of the kids, it's pretty sweet. So
isn't that wild? Yeah. That kind of stuff's always fun. I remember I was reviewing, this was years ago. Bachman had like one of their Civil War sets that had all the little figures and other things. I think it was HO, and it was wintertime, snowing, and I had a couple kids come up, hey, can we shovel your walks and whatever? And I had just finished all the stuff and had boxes set up. And so they get all done. I said, well, how much? And they were like $10, whatever. I said, how about this? And you'd never seen kids. Oh my God. And went running down the street with that. So,
that is awesome.
That's fun to do. Awesome. That's very cool. Very cool.
So then for me anyway, on the way down to Long Beach, the wife kind of took me she didn't tell me, but she set up our map to take me on a different little route. And it was interesting in some spots, like I got Koreatown and whatnot, and that's pretty interesting to see. But then we went over, I saw these 2 bridges, like, oh, that'd be cool to go over. She goes, well, that's good because that's where I'm taking you. So we went over the bridges coming into Long Beach over the ports.
Wow. There's probably some of our trains are in those containers, probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Mike, Dad, and I did a kind of drive in on the public roads into the port area.
Oh.
This
Oh,
is
that's cool.
I believe this is the automated one
On the Long Beach side.
in Long Beach. So this wide span bridge crane, and then where those dry edge cranes are all computer operated.
Yeah, it's an
Wow.
automated facility.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
They try to oh. Who's running this thing?
Yeah. I don't know if you
I
can
don't know how
zoom
to
in.
zoom in. Nope.
Anyway,
I don't know.
Very cool. Wow.
I was driving, so my pictures aren't always the best because I
They're
didn't
pretty
have
cool.
time.
Yeah, we were just driving around. I was navigating, Jeff was driving, Dad was shooting photos in the back seat. So it was pretty awesome.
So you can see how tall the container ship is in that on picture. And then this is I guess the end of what would be the Alameda corridor
Yep.
coming into the ports.
Very south side of the Alameda Corridor project.
And then on the way home, we stopped at the overlook in Colorado for the Georgetown Loop
Very cool.
and got lucky, and it was right there.
Oh, here maybe.
There you go.
Boop. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool watching him. He went a long ways up in a short distance for sure.
Absolutely. That's a fun ride out of Silver
Yeah.
Plume and down and around. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of lucky. We were just running down the mountain, heading towards Denver, and
there was
just pulled off. It was like, I know my my nephew's gonna really like at least to see the tracks and stuff. And we pull off, and as soon as you open the door, you could hear the little, steam whistle, and it's like, oh, look at that, that's moving.
Yeah.
Wow, very cool.
It's
Very
kind of
cool.
funny because he talked about, are we going to see a tunnel today, Dad? Yeah, we're going to see a tunnel. And we're about 7 miles from Eisenhower.
Yep.
And he had fallen asleep, and we kind of wake him up. It's like, do you want to see the big tunnel? And he's like, no. And I'm like, how about a narrow gauge train? And he just sits straight up and goes, where is it? And well, it's on the other side of the tunnel, so get ready.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's awesome.
That's very cool. Very cool. You said you've got some new HO Intermountain cars that are Spring Creek exclusives?
We might have
We
two
might have
of
two
them.
of them.
Yeah.
Two of them,
They're
huh?
hiding right
Yeah,
there.
I got
Yep.
I got some new parts. I got a couple new things so new. I haven't even gotten photography on one of them yet. But wow, I mean, new stuff just keeps rolling in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's happening with Intermountain?
So the first one,
The hint is in our name. It's in our logo of Spring Creek. So that might be a hint for both of them. So,
Okay.
but they're pretty sweet.
so we're doing a custom run of
Oh,
Rock County
nice.
coil cars.
Oh, nice.
So
Very
this
sweet.
is,
Six
their
different numbers.
standard coil car, 6 different numbers. But one of the things they have upgraded is their weight system. It used to be some kind of flat triangular pyramidal things. They're now doing a coil
Oh.
in there, and it comes with 2. And then they're going to do a separate package which get you 4 more. So then you can paint it up a little bit.
Yeah, don't drop it like I did.
Yeah. Here.
Oh.
So you can paint the coil up a little bit, to make it look a little better because it's just metal.
Yeah. I see it's got the
But you
bands
can
on
run
it
it
and
open.
everything. Yeah.
You don't have to have the hoods on.
Sweet. That's nice.
Oh,
Yeah, they got all kinds of paint schemes too.
yeah,
Like
lots
throwing
of
them
paint
off.
schemes coming for it, but that one's ours. It was a bit of a surprise.
And are these in
The
stock?
other one
yet?
is,
Are they in? No.
Nope, this is pre-production.
Oh, this
yeah, these are
sample, okay.
pre-production.
But there's 6 numbers of the coil cars. So you
Okay.
guys can, anybody out there that's interested can, call us or email the store and get on the
I
pre-order
love
list.
those die-cast little weights, and I
Yep.
see they even have the bands that you could do black with like a
Yep.
Sharpie to give them the
Yep,
look.
you just got to do a little Sharpie work.
Yeah.
and you're ready to go. And then of course,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
run number 2.
Yep.
But you
6
notice what
new numbers,
yeah,
and this is HO scale.
HO scale this time, so it's a little bigger.
And
We're not holding it closer to make it big.
if you're careful in HO scale, you can do that.
Open the
Yes.
doors,
Yeah.
So
Those are beautiful cars. Yeah, they've done a lot of nice work. And yeah, with a little care, you can play with those clamshell doors. But wow, a new run of those in the rock.
Yep,
Yep.
six different numbers again. So there's six.
of them. Okay.
So if you bought the first set, right, you could have 12 total numbers. So
Cool. Very cool.
yeah. So definitely reach out. The price of the auto racks is actually the same as last go.
Oh,
yes.
nice.
That was pretty
Yeah.
awesome. And that's holding true, with all their paint schemes also. So obviously.
yeah, we're very excited that we didn't have to jump a big price number on it.
Cool. Good deal.
So,
And I
so
just
we'll be getting them on the website here in a little bit for pre-ordering. And hopefully we'll have them here before the end of the year, I think.
I think so. I didn't really talk to him about that. I think the coil car's first. So
Hmm.
that'll be the first one that shows up. And then I think the auto racks are by the end of the year. The last we
Nice.
talked to him
Yeah.
about ETAs.
I like the little tweaks they've been doing on like that run of hoppers, the grain hoppers that y'all had.
Yep.
That Chris from Intermountain had called and told me about a couple of the different, like we added this or did that. So it's cool to see that on the coil cars too. I love that weight system. That's a very nice enhancement for those. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's exciting to see that. So it's good
And
stuff.
it's quite a bit more weight than what they had originally, the
Yeah.
older cars did. So
Yeah.
So what's coming out on what's everybody been dumping in your lap to show off?
I just opened.
Whoa.
This is the Class 1 Model Works 5200. And
That's
boy,
really nice.
what a beauty.
that is a beautiful car.
I had immediately put it on the scale. It's like 6.5 ounces. The whole base is die cast.
That's amazing.
So all of this that you're looking at there is basically metal. That it's weird to hold. It's like, is this a brass car? But
Really?
Two or three different road names they sent me on these. These are not out yet. These are the early deco samples, but that's that ARI.
ARI,
Yeah.
Is this the first time that car's been done?
It is, because we think of these and there's Trinity and some of the other, but this is the first. So it's the correct for, the roads and such they're doing. But boy, it's beautiful, beautiful car. I'll have some pictures I'll put up and online. But like I said, just pop this box.
What's a spotting feature of that compared to another hopper?
On the other ones, I've got to look at that. I was going to run down and see Stephen Priest in the last week because I talked to him on the phone about these. And he said they made a number of changes and other things to them. Like this stuff here on the end is, I think they went wire from what was plastic or something. So it's thinner, finer looking, see-through on the top here. But beautiful cars. But yeah, I've got a whole list of spotting feature stuff. But again, just busted this open right before we started the show. And then also all I'm doing is working out this week. This is the Broadway Limited HO scale SD70 Ace.
Yeah.
Metal.
Yep.
It is 1 pound, 14.6 ounces. So nearly 2 pounds.
Wow.
You may have to check like your bridges on your layout to make sure you don't bust the weight limit. And
I gotta tell a buddy that's awesome. So
it's got smoke with on-off switch right there, and then that's a little wire, for the Rolling Thunder system. I was running it last night. A little over 6 ounce pull. This again is an early sample. These aren't out yet. I'm putting this together for this will be in Model Rover News in November. I've got the N scale and then this HO, for Veterans Day being in November. So this will be on the cover and in the magazine as well.
Just teasing me with that one.
That's awesome.
Oh, isn't that neat? And I mean, man, it is. Jeff, this is like.
He had some samples there.
Oh,
Long Beach, and they are impressive.
It's beautiful.
And he said, the ones I have aren't even our latest. He goes, we're really pushing the limits on the die cast, is what he felt. He goes, this isn't your father's die cast anymore.
No, it is amazing.
They're hoping to make a big deal.
It to me really looks and feels like this is a plastic piece for the top, and I think there's one of these is plastic, so they could do different. Some of it's to make it road accurate, but the rest of this is all die cast. The handrails and everything, I saw it rubbed a little bit in shipment, and you can see that it's all brass for that stuff. But man, double speakers underneath, beautiful sound. The smoke was really nice. Like you'd bring it up to a stop and it would just sit there, like it was idling. Very cool. That's very cool. And then
they're gonna need some of those that come with burn marks though to match the
But man,
only if they're yellow and have the flag.
Or I don't know. We saw a ton of BNs burnt. So
they do. And then we've got a bunch of new stuff.
Yes.
Can we see that?
Yeah.
And I think
cool.
Last month we looked at these and they were Kato in scale. This is that new Atlas. Have these come into the store yet?
Yep.
Yes, they have.
Wow. I mean, that is so cool. And these are
truthfully, that's a locomotive that's about time kind of thing.
Yeah. HO MP36, new Atlas Master, DCC sound and DCC ready. I've got an email into Matt Mosikas to ask him how to get the shell off, because I want to get pictures of the drive. I took the couplers off and there's nothing in the instructions on that, and it seems like it wants to pry and pop off, but there is so much underbody detail. It was like, let me ask and double check.
Let's ask first.
Yeah, let's I want to do that.
Yeah, and road accurate. You can see the Metrolink, see the window on the door there, and the door's center here. But yeah, the Metrolink just arrived for Kevin Holland, who does Passenger Train Journal for White River Productions, is reviewing the Metrolink, and I'm sending him the Metro too as soon as I can get the shell off and get more pictures on it. But man, that paint scheme, isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it's cool. It's amazing how big a railroads and operations, those two right there are. And I know other commuter lines are like that. It's just,
I'm looking forward to the Utah Front Runner and the New Mexico Rail Runner.
Yeah, those two will be awesome too.
This I think is based on that True Line. What was
I
the
thought
name?
True Line trains, but I think Atlas did a whole from the ground up.
Oh, is it? This is completely different, because I bought the New Mexico one from y'all some years ago when this was announced, so I'd have it. But there you can see some of that piping and there's so much detail on it. It is just a beautiful, beautiful model. Metal knuckle couplers on it, ran beautifully, but really cool. Those are brand new from Atlas. I'm so excited on this. I know this seems kind of silly and toyish, but this is that Frisco, and it was a 50-foot. UP had one, New York Central had one, Frisco made one. This is a Bachmann announcement from the National Train Show. They're going to build this on their 50-foot flat car, and these will be like, 50s, late 40s sedans. And there's 4 road names. Prices have not been announced yet on it, but a new little auto carrier. And I thought that was very cool. That's out of Bachmann's National Train Show announcements. And then here's some close-ups more on the paint on this thing was just beautiful.
Those logos. Those are awesome.
Yeah. I mean, the N scale too. I've got the N scale that we'll have in November as well. And I thought it was really, really nicely done. But wow. It's a beautiful model, and the smoke and everything. It's a lot of fun. That's Broadway Limited HO, as I said, the die-cast metal SD70 Ace. And then boom, this is the N scales from Broadway Limited as well. I really like the new UPs in this group.
Right, with the small flag.
Yeah, I think this might be the first time. And look at that's in N scale.
It's pretty
all
crazy.
that printing and everything. I mean, boy, they did a killer job on those. This is the stealth version, and I pulled out the Next 18 to show, where all that stuff, and you get the speakers already in it, ready to go. And yeah, that new UP, like this is the first model available with
the new paint,
the current. I really like that, and I don't know why that one with the veterans and the new UP paint, and then I hadn't seen these gray KCS one. I'm like, well, I kind of like that.
Yeah,
no
kidding.
That's just an old gray KCS. It's like, it's kind of cool though. But this is all in scale ST70 Aces that I think those are all out. I think you guys probably have those too. Those have hit.
Yep.
The Moose.
Yeah, this one surprised me. I don't know much about this one.
That's the same thing I was going to say, Mike. Yeah, it's like I got to go to my library and dig up some UP Steam books. This is a Broadway Limited announcement. Union Pacific Moose. Obviously, we see it's an articulated steam locomotive. It looks cool. The gray is fantasy. The other two are an early and late look for the prototype. So these are the accurate ones here. But man, look at the piping and all this is going to be a killer locomotive. But as I say, I got to dig through my library and learn more about it, because
me too.
I mean, for UP Steam, it's like, how do I not know more about this? But yeah, this was just announced. These pictures arrived yesterday from Curtis at Broadway, and I'm intrigued. I got to learn more. So. And like an hour before we went on today, I'd sent these pictures to Rapido. Jordan requested pictures for, I think there's both in scale and HO were announced this afternoon by Rapido, a new run of E-units. They're going to do this patched Amtrak Seaboard, just like that, with a splat of silver, and they put that on there, which seems silly, but there it is, the real thing. They're going to do...
That's cool.
I think 3 numbers, 81, 84, and maybe something else on these Santa Fe's that ran, like from La Junta up to Denver was where I think of them, at least, in Santa Fe.
The joint line.
Yeah, Santa Fe units. They're doing
nice
Independence in both in scale and HO. And then
talk about an ugly paint scheme.
Isn't that funny? Yeah, Kevin U. Daly. These are all Kevin U. Daly White River pictures. And when I've pulled these or talked about these, it's funny because I remember we were talking one afternoon on the phone about it. He goes, that was just unfortunate.
I was just like, wow.
And it's like, yeah, Kevin, that was just unfortunate. Yep. It's like, it's a cool idea, but yeah, maybe not.
Come together.
But they are doing that. And then I love these. They're doing, I think 3 road numbers, again, HO and N on those. And look at that. I love this shot. This is like 1978. And you can see there's a UPE in but look at the stuff puking out of the radiators over the word rock. And the Herald is rotted away. I mean, that'd be a cool project to put that together. And there it is, looking a little spiffier, but that's a beautiful scheme. And of course, knowing Rapido, these will all be road accurate. I've seen the drawings on them with all the stuff going up the side and that, but that's very cool. And then Rapido also shared, these are early FT. This is the HO scale run of the FTs. The etch brass, the radiator side panels are both being revised for size and fit, so they will change. But these really look nice.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, the little FT, I've always thought was kind of cool. And when you think of all the F unit, and look at that close coupling, Jeff.
Oh, geez.
I mean, I had to look twice and thought, like, really? It's like, wow, wow. But, and again, these panels are being kind of revised. And look, even the door handles are separate brass. Crazy. Isn't that cool? The lift rings, the wipers, very sweet. And so these are the first shots they had of their HO scale plastic FTs coming in next year sometime. And there's a bunch of cool road names, but always thrilled to see this, because I feel like out of all the F units in the world, the little FT, which started it all, kind of gets ignored a bit.
Gets skipped, yeah.
Then jump into modern scale trains, of course. AC-44 C6M. I think that's the Sonic bonnet for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yep.
Maybe is what they called that. These are renderings I got from Drayton at Scale Trains this week. Those are very cool. I remember, I think Athearn did that to one of the regular, like, ready to roll units when these kind of first came out, and I had to buy one because I thought it was neat. But this is going to be an awesome, of course, everything will be road accurate for these rebuilt units, and that's Scale Trains in HO.
Yep.
And do you have any of these?
We have some. The 11s. I forget the part number 11 left.
Okay.
Or the red ones.
Red hot. This was at the St.
Yeah,
Louis
crazy.
RPM. I always end up going to the Tangent. I say that in the review that's coming out Model Road News. I generally go to the Tangent booth anyway. One of my first stops, say hey. But when I was having my coffee that morning, I saw the announcement in my email of they're doing what? They got a Rock Island bay window caboose. And so yeah, this is what I picked up in St. Louis. I think he has like 6 different. I talked to David this week about them. I said, man, I can't believe, because every time I look at these, I find more things on them, because like they're actually delivered without the yellow, and then some have speed letter Rock Island. There's so many different things. In the review, I go through all of the orders from 66 or 7 to 70, list the numbers and show the different paint schemes and that kind of thing. So when the review comes out, it's in like October or November's Model Road News. I cover all the different.
That's awesome.
So, and he has like 6 undecorated kits, which shows you kind of the things he'll get to do later. I thought the UP ones were incredibly sharp looking too.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
The ones that got fully repainted to that, but these are
the
hard
safety slogans on them too.
Yeah, there's 2 safety slogans in this first run. So yeah, if you're looking for these have sold really well. So call them.
Yep, we still got a couple with us, so you guys are interested.
So yeah, if you're looking for those, Spring Creek is the one to holler at.
Oh, look at those.
I like this. This is
little U-Haul trailers. Yeah.
Yeah, Yelton has done these. And I like the U-Haul one is cool, but I kind of like that open one. I remember seeing those open ones a lot, with stuff in them. That's kind of neat. These are 4x8 HO scale, new from Yelton models. And like I said, I kind of like that open one. That's a neat. You could build a real 4x8 layout in there, put a couple solar panels on your DCC.
Make it happen.
And then when you're out watching trains, you can sit and run your model trains. I mean, that's very cool.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, and then finally,
let's see.
We got this right around the corner. You guys have it next week. I think it's in North Platte.
Yep.
Maybe by the 1st. I had the dates up. It leaves. My assistant Shane and I are going to chase it Kansas City across Kansas in October. But yeah, Wednesday, August 28th, which is this coming Wednesday. Somehow that doesn't seem possible, but August 20th. Yeah, we're at the end of August.
Yeah.
Cheyenne to Kimball, and then Ogallala on the 29th. North Platte Saturday, August 31st, which, man, that would be a nice day to be in North Platte. That's very tempting. Then Columbus, Omaha by the 2nd, and then it heads over across. It'll be in Rochelle for a couple of days, and all the way down through Texas, back up to Kansas City, and then over the KP and up. But we got that right around the corner too. The big boys rolling around again. Man,
that's awesome.
So much stuff going on.
Well, that's what they built it for. So, yeah, we'll run it. Run it.
There you go. Yeah.
You gonna take Joe? Chase it across Kansas?
Maybe Kansas. I might pop down to Salina.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, you
probably got all the good spots down there for. Is there any good roads to pace it in Kansas?
That line, not really.
No.
I mean, it's the KP. It intersects 70 a few times, but then it ducks way south. You're next to the Rock Island from like Colorado and that area to Lyman.
Yeah, right.
But then Lyman up to Denver, 70s kind of back and forth. I think it'd be fun to see it in Lyman. Come by the station and such there in Lyman.
That would be good.
So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, we're planning today. It is landing through Kansas City about the same time my assistant editor's wife is having their first baby.
Oh, that's awesome.
So there's this. Are you going to hang around for the baby, or do you want to chase the big boy? I had a text the other day. He said, well, you know what's coming in October? The big boy. I said, I thought you said you were having a girl. Oh, yeah, we're having a girl.
Man, you just outed him on that one.
It's like, well.
Oh, that's awesome.
You may be staying for the little girl in Kansas City. I may be going for the big boy across Kansas and Colorado, but we'll see.
That's awesome. So, I'm kind of surprised they're not doing a big display there in Kansas City coming through. So it looked like just a short stop, huh?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. We've had it before, though, where it's part of the Union Station and that. So,
yeah.
But very cool. Very cool.
It's always fun to see any of those steam engines when they're out running around. So I know you got to see the CP unit, right? When it came through.
Oh, yeah. In fact, that's in the latest diesel era. Did you guys get to see this yet?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Has it come in? Yeah. I've
Yeah.
already had, I had a couple people already. I had one guy, Woody something was his name. He's a retired UP engineer. Said, "Oh, I love seeing all the SD50 rear gens." And yeah, we
That's
open
awesome.
with the new
Oh, there it
CPKC
is.
and
Yeah.
the event at Union Station's covered and all that stuff. But that's new. And I'm also, I don't have my new model road news, but Railroad Model Craftsman,
It's nice.
I wanted to holler, I do collector consist
Right.
quarterly in there, and I do these odd duck EMDs for this edition. So look in your
Yep.
and there's a great this
You got
Lance
some.
Minheim is
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
But then I
You definitely
do
got some odd ducks there.
yeah, how about that? The old brass TA RS 1325 and a GP28. 3 EMDs you may not see. That's in Craftsman in September, which I don't know if it's that's a printer copy, but I think they're landing right now too. So
wow,
and
that's
Very
awesome.
cool.
you can find
That's
all that
cool.
at shop.productions.com.
Yep.
And when is the next show? I sent my $20 in for Michelle's Greeley, the Colorado Model Road Museum
RPM and green.
RPM, and that's sooner than I think. I was thinking it was deeper in October, but isn't it in like
No, it's
mid-September?
September. So our
Yeah.
next show right now, so mom and dad,
this
Dave and
weekend.
Dad just left this weekend for Little Rock, Arkansas, or
Area.
Conway, Arkansas, which is on the north side of Little Rock. So they're down there this weekend. So, and then we got 2 weeks off. And then Deb and I are heading to Altoona
Oh wow.
for the N Scale show out in Altoona, Pennsylvania. And then the weekend after that, we actually have 3 shows. So Jeff's going down to Springfield, Missouri.
Yep.
Right. For a Friday night, Saturday show.
That's right.
Right.
Huh, wow.
Dave and Deb are going to Temple, Texas for a normal weekend show. And then I'm heading out to Greeley for the Colorado Prototype Modelers meet. So
very cool.
So we'll be at 3 different shows that weekend and then come back. I think we got 1 weekend off and then it gets crazy again.
Yeah.
So
Then
it's just all
the
over
regular
the place.
season fires up.
Of course,
yeah.
he just said, "Well, we have this weekend with 3 shows, and then it gets
That's not crazy.
and then it
That's
gets
not-
crazy."
not at
No,
all.
it really gets crazy after that.
That's
Good
awesome.
point. Good point.
Man, wow.
Yeah, we might be crazy. Who knows?
Who
No
knows?
one's ever been
For sure.
tested.
Who knows? Well,
But we've been model railroaders for a long time.
There you
We
go.
could probably each open our own store. So we might be crazy. So
unbelievable.
My collection would have to move to Montana. So.
I'm looking forward to the RPM for sure.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure all that planning out. The youngest in our family, my brother, lives out there with his wife in Fort Collins, so I get to see them.
Oh, nice.
And then we'll do Greeley there and get to see the RPM stuff. So
yeah, I got 2 brother-in-laws that live out there. So my sister or my daughter's coming with me, and then my father-in-law is going to come with. So we're going to see. I got a brother-in-law that lives real close to Greeley, kind of like what you're saying, and got one down in Denver too. So, and then I got, just like you, got friends out there, right?
We know lots of people out there. Yeah. Have you ever been through Intermountain there in Longmont? You probably have.
I have not.
I haven't either.
Not.
Yeah, I haven't either. And I've been asked before, and it's always, oh yeah, I should. That'd be a fun thing to do. We need more time for our hobbies, Mike.
We need to leave earlier. Jeff's gonna watch the show or the store. I'm leaving.
See you later.
Well, awesome. Looks like we've got HO Scale, the Rock new auto carrier from Intermountain, and I love that black the Rock, and this is the new revised coil car with the little metal rolled bands of steel, for extra weight. So you can call 6 numbers each on those. You can pre-order. They're not these are early samples that the guys shared with us today, but you can call and get in on those because those kind of things do go quickly. And then all the other new stuff we showed as well. Holler at them at Spring Creek, and the address or the URL is springcreekmountaintrains.com. Or you can call your personal shopper at
402-365-7628. And
we need to get that number. We need the number flashing on the screen. I got to figure that out.
I got to upgrade our whole setup
graphics
here.
going.
So this is like Mike needs to get to work. So.
Well, very cool.
Sometimes you get him or me on the phone for your personal
I was going to say you get Jeff every once in a while. So then you really get to walk around the store, and he knows the hidden.
Sometimes
he knows the hidden gems.
Well, very cool, very cool. And then shows galore. Your folks are in Conway, Arkansas this weekend.
Yep.
And then what the 3 shows are Temple, Texas,
Springfield, Missouri, and Greeley.
Wow, and that's mid-September-ish.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the weekend before that craziness, we're out in Altoona, Pennsylvania for the N-scale weekend, right?
Yep.
N-scale weekend. Right?
That's a good haul, and you've done that already this year, isn't it? That's almost a 2-dayer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a day and a half to get
Wow.
there. So
Wow.
it's a hard one. The hard one day.
Hard
Yeah.
one day.
To get
Yeah.
there. So
Well, awesome. Well, I'll see you then in Greeley in about a month, I guess.
I'm looking forward to it.
Doesn't seem like it's possible, but yeah, it'll be mid-September. So good catching up with you guys. I hope you get out to see the big boy next week. Take a picture or two.
I don't know if I'm going to go north. I kind of like Jeff's idea of going down to Kansas. I've seen it across the triple track a couple times. And
it gets a little crazy on that Highway 30.
Yeah.
Your way out west is pretty cool because you can jump on and off the interstate and get away from the
get around
the parade of cars.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. Maybe we'll all try to descend upon Salina and chase to Lyman that
that's
coming
what I was
back.
kind of thinking. We need to coordinate some schedules here.
Yeah, really. That'd be
maybe
fun.
we can meet up.
Yeah.
Grab a burger, get some trains.
Absolutely. Sounds good, guys. Well, enjoy visiting with you.
Yeah. And thanks everybody for watching. So
thanks everybody.
See you next time.
All right.
See you, Tony.